is CTV News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight in Mexico, where CTV's Avery Haynes has interviewed a member of the Mexican cartel responsible for Sunday's violence. It sheds new light on the reason for the violence and the succession plan for the drug cartel.
Yeah, I'm driving through a neighborhood on the outskirts of Puerto Vallarta. This area is controlled by the cartel. And a member of the Jalisco New Generation cartel has agreed to meet with me, but he doesn't want to do it in public.
We're doing the interview in our vehicle. Our security is in the back seat and will translate. Pedro's what they call a small fish, a low-level drug runner who must constantly stay in contact with his bosses. He repeatedly gets messages about the movement of police and the military in the area.
He's having to check in every 5 minutes?
Yes, and they're informing them that there's government vehicles moving.
The one day of violence seen here in Puerto Vallarta and across Mexico was carried out by low-level guys like Pedro. He says it was an orchestrated attack against the government with strict orders not to target tourists.
On Sunday, there was the retribution for the killing of El Mencho. What happens now? Will there be more violence?
No, there will not be more violence. The storm has calmed. It already passed. This violence it was just against the government. It's nothing against civilians, nothing against tourism, nothing against citizens. Everything's calm and it's safe now.
He can't make it out because of the walkie-talkie, but he says everything is calm. It's safe now.
Who is the new leader of the Jalisco New Generation cartel?
The new boss is the son-in-law of El Mencho.
El Mencho's son-in-law is the new leader of the Jalisco New Generation cartel.
Yes, that is correct. He was the second one in command, so as soon as this happened, it was chosen that he was going to be upright.
What do they call him?
I wouldn't be able to give you that information. We're here for the people. We don't go against tourism. We don't go against people that are innocent.
Pedro insists that there are no directives for more violence and that tourists are safe here. And while he claims to know who the new boss is, we have no way of verifying that. Organized crime experts say there was no clear line of succession. Avery Haynes, CTV News, Puerto Vallarta.
Back here at home, Essex County OPP are searching for the occupants of a white Ram pickup truck involved in a collision today at Tecumseh and L'Esperance. Police say officers were responding to a weapons call on Aloha Drive when the truck and a black Dodge Challenger left the scene at a high rate of speed. The two vehicles collided at this busy intersection. Police say the investigation is in the early stages. They are asking anyone with information to call them. Meantime, Windsor police have made a new arrest in the city's first homicide of 2026. On February 18th, the body of a 44-year-old man was found unresponsive in the parking lot of Windsor Regional's Met campus. Despite life-saving efforts, the man died. Police believe the victim was fatally injured somewhere else, and his body left the emergency department. Within hours, 31-year-old Brandon Lee was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Today, Windsor police announced a second suspect, 25-year-old Robert Lebrecht, has been charged with first-degree murder as well. He was arrested this week on outstanding warrants for breaching probation. To the courts, where a Windsor jury will likely begin their deliberations Friday in the trial of two Leamington men. 26-year-old Silbert Karen and 23-year-old Ezekiel Thompson are facing assault and firearm offenses for a shooting of a Detroit man in May 2023. The group of men were involved in a fight before the American was shot in the foot. Karen and Thompson's defense lawyers urged the jury today to ignore the evidence of eyewitnesses. The lawyers say their stories have changed over time, and their evidence was, in some cases, difficult to believe. The defense says there's no proof beyond a reasonable doubt that Thompson was the shooter and that Karen knew there was a firearm in the limousine they rode in that night. Justice Maria Caracia will charge the jury in the morning, and then they will be sequestered until they reach a unanimous verdict. A grease fire in the city has injured 2 people. On Wednesday afternoon, one person suffered burns to their legs when hot oil spilled on them. A second tenant of this Olette Avenue apartment burned their hands. Officials say they tried to remove a pot filled with oil from the stove. Firefighters remind you to put out a grease fire with a lid. Do not try to move the pot or pan off the stove. Essex Windsor paramedics are asking for third-party help in their contract talks with the County of Essex. CUPE Local 2975 leaders are asking for conciliation with a mediator to settle their differences. As we've reported, the workforce of 320 medics voted 100% in favor of a strike. Now, they are essential services and they cannot simply walk off the job. Both sides say they are committed to finding a fair and respectful contract. The current deal expires at the end of March. The dispute, meantime, between Unifor and Titan Tool & Die took another sour turn today.
The company has told us on February 12th is that the company has ceased operations. It's not shipping or producing any parts. But it's apparent today that that statement is not true.
Unifor members blocked 6 transports from entering the Howard Avenue factory today. They believe the company has been stamping parts all week. The trucks were needed to ship finished products. The company and its lawyers have not responded to our numerous requests for comment. Titan Union Rep Randy St. Pierre says there is an easy resolution to their dispute with Titan Tool & Die.
All we're asking for at this point is either a collective agreement, which we probably aren't going to get because we are not giving concessions. We've been steady on that point since the beginning. And so now all we're looking for is just a severance pay. Just a severance package so we can all move on with our lives. And they can move on with whatever business they want.
Meantime, reality is sinking in for Diageo workers who were unexpectedly sent home early this week. As CTV's Bob Belichico reports, the impact and criticism, however, goes far beyond the factory walls.
The doors at Diageo are now closed for good, and even though workers saw the writing on the wall, the finality still hurts. One worker says that what stings is the lack of a proper send-off after years on the job. And the frustration extends to Town Hall, where Amherstburg Mayor Michael Prue feels burned by the provincial government.
Wednesday, and they said at 1:30, you guys are done and you don't have to come back ever again. It was, you could really see it hit people.
Being told not to return to work 2 days before the plant was scheduled to close is not what Doug Benecritis and his fellow co-workers expected.
I wish we would have had a little bit more notice so that we could have planned properly and maybe tried to have the party on Wednesday rather than Friday.
I have this suspicion that they didn't want all the press there as the workers are leaving the plant.
The workforce of 100 was expecting to clock out Friday, but were paid to leave early. Benecritis was at the 99-year-old plant today to tie up loose ends.
I'm used to the humming of the machines, the laughter of people, just the general routine of it all. And to walk in and walk through the building and just being that quiet it's eerie.
The union said this moment looked great, but overall, they're not happy with the province.
I'm disappointed in the government that didn't take the alcohol off the shelf as soon as they announced they were leaving.
A couple of weeks ago, the province announced a $23 million deal with the company, allowing for all Diageo products to stay on the shelf at LCBOs. Amherstburg would get $1 million of that for economic development and community projects.
If I didn't do anything, they'd get this, zero. I fought like hell, and we're getting $23 million off Diageo. That would have never, ever happened.
That's a little solace to Mayor Michael Prue.
The overwhelming bulk of the money goes to 3 other sites, 1 in Eastern Ontario, 2 in Toronto, to bottle booze. So that's not helping anybody here.
The deal also calls for $5 million to be used in Ontario-based marketing and promotion, with some of that being used for the FIFA World Cup.
It burns me because we have 160 people who have lost their job. Some have gone elsewhere already, but some haven't found another job. And yesterday was very traumatic for them. Our concern is for those jobs.
we're going to make sure that we put it at the top of the list on our economic development strategy to attract companies down there to open up and be very supportive of the community.
For now, Bennett Credis and others look forward to gathering one last time as a group at a venue here in Amherstburg Friday for closure their way before leaning on the union to help them transition into the next chapter of their lives. In Amherstburg, Bob Belichico, CTV News.
A grieving pet owner from Elgin County says justice has been denied after a hunter was given a financial penalty and his hunting license suspended for a shooting incident that claimed the life of her dogs. CTV's Brian Bicknell has the story.
It was a day much like this 1 year ago. Caitlin Strong lost her beloved German Shepherds, Hank and Mary Jane. But it's how she lost them that she still can't get over.
Unimaginable, to say the least. Like, half my family died that day.
On February 8th of 2025, the pet dogs were playing in the fields on Strong and her husband's 5-acre property near Belmont. She heard gunfire, then went looking for her pets, only to find blood splattered in the snow.
My husband and I both agree that justice was not served.
She didn't know at the time, but the dogs had been shot and killed, mistaken for coyotes. This week, a 27-year-old hunter from Aylmer was handed a $3,000 fine and had his hunting license suspended for 1 year. This after pleading guilty to 2 charges stemming from the incident. An investigation found that the hunter had been out with a group, but he was alone when he fired the deadly shots. He collected the dogs' bodies from the field and took them home. He reported the incident to the MNR 2 days later.
Almost the worst part of it, that we had to wait those 2 days, not really knowing if our dogs had been dumped in a ditch somewhere or bleeding out somewhere. Like, we were actively searching for them for the entire 2 days, and they were sitting dead in his garage.
Strong says she supports hunting. She just wants the laws to be followed.
Myself and a lot of the people from the community that I've spoken to, they agree that hunting is fine, but we just want some kind of law and order and deterrent from breaking that law and order. Yeah. And that's not, unfortunately, what we've accomplished here.
In Elgin County, Brian Bicknell, CTV News.
CTV meteorologist Gary Archibald has your full weather details coming up in 2 minutes' time. And then later, why a local team of volunteers are filling sandbags. CTV meteorologist Gary Archibald joins me now with the forecast, which includes, I think you promised, warming temperatures and sunshine.
I did promise that, Michelle. Good evening, my friend. Good evening, friends at home. Sunny and relatively speaking warm. That's what's coming for 2 days in a row, your Friday and Saturday. So you can do a little dance in your home if you want to. It's okay. We've been talking about cold temperatures and wind chill, right? This winter has been all over the place in terms of temperatures and conditions. Today, though, was the beginnings of, well, some pleasant weather. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a seasonal day. 2.3 is what we would expect for a daytime high, the average. And it was a chilly start, a bit windy. It felt like about -15, but that was pre-dawn. And yes, there is snow across parts of Michigan and Ontario as I speak, but most of it stays to our north, and that's good news. So what are we dealing with? Well, that northerly passage continues over the next 24 to 48 hours. In fact, 2 successive waves will move snow into northern central Ontario. Why am I telling you this? Because the cold front associated with this area of low pressure not only brings snow and drapes it across northwestern Ontario, stretches it further east towards the Ottawa Valley and into Quebec, but it helps to keep the skies clear and fresh, if you will, further south. And that's why we're not seeing any snow in the next 24 to 48 hours. And we'll also see temperatures rebounding in a big way, especially in the afternoon tomorrow and continuing into Saturday. More on that in just a moment. The overnight low is still, relatively speaking, seasonal, which means cold. -5 at its lowest in terms of the wind chill associated with it, will feel like about -10 to -12 under partly cloudy conditions pre-dawn. So early tomorrow morning is a bit chilly, but relatively quiet. The winds will pick up. It's light in the morning through the midday, relatively, well, quiet. Not much to see there, a light breeze, if you will. And then windier out of the southwest, and that's that southerly and southwesterly flow. That's warmer air moving into our region. That's why we could see 9 to 12 degrees Celsius in terms of a daytime high across Windsor, Essex, Chatham, Kent, and the surrounds. That is worthy of a little dance, so you can do that if you like. The sunshine continues for Saturday. Look at this, though. Temperatures do fall off. Our average for this time of the year is closer to 2.5 degrees by the weekend, so we're good on Saturday. Sunday, colder air now moves in. Separate system brings a good chance of flurries, -2, then -1. A fair Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, big rebound. Temperatures heading up and up with showers on the way. Michelle?
Thanks so much, Gary. Well, as the snow melts, it's revealing an unpleasant surprise for unsuspecting park users. The town of Essex is dealing with a spike in complaints about pet waste in public parks. CTV's Chris Campbell has the story.
A beautiful sunny morning in Essex. The snow is melted, the trails are clear, and what's being left behind is hard to miss.
I just spotted my first number 2 down over there, then I spotted the number 2 over there, and the number 2 is right over there, if you know what I mean.
Now that the snow is melted, you can see it everywhere. It's in front of Town Hall, it's by our arenas, by our tennis courts, at our parks, at the Harrow Memorial Veterans Park. You know, we can't escape it.
Mayor Sherry Bondi took to social media this week, calling the situation gross and reminding residents this is their community.
The last time we sent staff out to the Harrow Memorial Park, there was 60 dog poops. And these were not like little nuggets. These were huge, big turds.
Bondi says hiring a private cleanup company would cost taxpayer money, and she worries it could actually encourage irresponsible behavior.
People just need to be responsible. Please pick up your poop.
Some dog owners say picking up is simple and non-negotiable.
Be responsible. If you're going to be responsible to have a pet, especially a dog, clean up after it, because you don't want people to be stepping in it. But here's another thing. You don't want your dog to be in it as well.
And that's why I always come prepared. I always keep my bags on hand. Got to be responsible, right? Being a pet owner.
The problem isn't just ruffling feathers in Essex Centre. In Harrow, concerns hit a little differently at Veterans Memorial Park.
It's not a dog park. It's a veterans park. It's a memorial.
Harrow Legion President Paul Chartier says the space is meant to honor those who served, and seeing more than a dozen piles of pet waste nearby feels incredibly disrespectful.
You can understand geese and all that, you know, that's different. But when you got a dog and you're with your dog and you let your dog do the business there, just take a bag or a Kleenex, whatever you got to do.
I just think it's very ignorant that people don't have the decency to clean up after their dog in a park that's here to pay respect to our fallen veterans. You might as well call it landmines in the vet park.
Bondi says the message is simple. No one wants to step in it. She's hoping a public reminder is all it takes before the town has to consider stronger enforcement.
At the end of the day, though, it would just really be nice if people would just pick up their dog poop.
In the town of Essex, Chris Campbell, CTV News.
A good day today for the food banks in Windsor, Essex.
We'll be buying, not sure what's the price out there right now.
Caesars Windsor Cares donated $30,000 to pay for high-protein food. Food bank operators say it is expensive and so often overlooked by donors. But on the flip side, protein is in high demand for their users to maintain a healthy diet. Jim Ware notes, however, they will take any donation or any volunteer help they can get to meet the ever-growing list of people who need help in our communities.
So if you can donate, no matter what it is, drop it off at 6955 Cantillon Drive or go on our website at uhc.ca. And we just want to thank everybody for their continued support. And a big shout out for Caesars Windsor Cares, and the heroes are here today packing the hampers and making the hampers for our clients.
Meantime, another local charity, Habitat for Humanity, is ready to respond the next time there's a natural disaster in Ontario. CTV's Stephanie Mazzotti introduces us to the emergency response team.
Emmett Paysono has signed up as a volunteer to help in the event of a natural disaster.
Get to learn a lot about tools.
He, along with 25 other people from Windsor, Essex, getting hands-on training at Habitat for Humanity, who has teamed up with the Ontario Corps and the Ministry of Emergency Preparedness and Response.
So we have generators, pumps, drying equipment. We're also today we have some debris to remove that we put together in our parking lot, and we're practicing some sandbagging. So we're there when it's an emergency.
It's a little nerve-wracking, but it's good to know that I can help people out when needed.
Our region has had its fair share of emergencies.
We know that natural disasters are easy to come by here because of our geography. But we know very well in Windsor, Essex, we're low-lying, we're flat, and so when we have especially overland flooding.
These trainees may also be asked to travel across Ontario to assist in any unforeseen event.
We're hearing from some of the folks today who go up to northern communities to help with the rebuilding efforts, specialties in plumbing and electricity, so that's really important.
All to help families in distress.
When a crisis happens, it's the worst day of their life.
Stephanie Mazzotti, CTV News.
Canada's main stock index was up today on strength in the industrial and energy sectors. The TSX gained 375 points. In New York, the Dow added 17. The Nasdaq dropped 274. The Canadian dollar is down just 1/100th of a cent today. And on commodity markets, gold fell $32 an ounce. Oil lost 21 cents a barrel. The weekend is right around the corner, and this weekend you can do some good by helping some familiar faces. CTV's Melanie Kentner explains in this week's What's Up YQG.
Yeah, Johnny and I are taking part in the polar plunge on Friday. Johnny, are you excited?
Don't I look excited to you? Come on. So happy to be here with Special Olympics athlete Julia and Chief Jason Crowley. Can you tell us more about the event?
Yeah, absolutely, Johnny. It's this Friday at 6 o'clock at the Aquatic Center in downtown Windsor, and we're really looking forward to it. We are still looking for plungers, so think about it and get down there.
Now, both of you guys have done it before, so what is it like?
I will say I'm the biggest baby when it comes to cold water, but it is such a great, it's a great cause, and what it means to law enforcement and Special Olympics. It's cold. That's all I can tell you.
There goes Johnny!
But Gary's promising us a really warm night, so I'm looking forward to it. But no, it's exhilarating. Let's say that.
Exhilarating is a good word, and as you can see, it did kind of shrivel up my costume here just a bit. Mm-hmm.
And Julia, what does Special Olympics mean to you?
Well, I am going to make this hat for Special Olympics at Nationals and make Windsor proud of me. Thank you.
Woo! Awesome, and I'm sure you will.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So can people still sign up for this then? How can they do that?
Absolutely. So they can do it online, go to the link online, and they can do it until Friday at noon, or they can just show up before 6 o'clock at the Aquatic Center and sign up.
Perfect. Now, we'll put the links on our website. Now, Johnny, there are a few other things going on that we have to talk about, including a little Shania Twain related.
Yeah, it's like a tribute dinner show happening at Chrysler Theatre on Saturday.
And something for Canadian rock fans.
This is where I'm going to be Saturday. The Trues at Caesars Windsor with Crownland's going to be an awesome show.
Woo! And what about for food lovers?
Chili Fest at Wolfhead on Sunday. I mean, that's a match made in heaven. I'm a chili dog in the making right here.
For sure. But first, we're going to plunge on Friday. So thanks, everyone. And that's What's Up YQG.
Thanks, guys. Well, new tonight, Spitfires hockey action at the WFCU with Windsor hosting Peterborough.
Working
it down low. Young shot loose in front. They battle away at it. Faulkner, it's in the net. It's in the back of the net. The Petes.
A great back and forth game tonight between the Spits and the Petes. This one would go into overtime, no goal, so it went into a shootout, and that's when Windsor would take the win, beating Peterborough 4-3. The Spitfires are back in action tomorrow night against those rival London Knights. The Kingsville Highland Games are making their return this summer after a year off. And then later this summer, they're coming up actually in June. The popular Scottish Festival is set for June 27th, featuring traditional heavy events, piping and drumming, and of course, Highland dancing. Organizers say early bird tickets are now on sale while kids get in free.
Discussion here at Windsor City Hall.
Windsor's top stories.
A major project is about to get underway.
Breaking news alerts.
Severe weather is a possibility.
And watch live.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
Download the CTV News app.
And meteorologist Gary Archibald joins me one last time, and I gotta say, I like the look of that forecast tomorrow.
Well, I'm glad that you do, and I hope our friends at home feel the same way. So sunny the next 2 days in a row. Both temperatures and relative humidity values are what we would expect when we see this nice surge, a good plume of southerly flow. This is not going to raise our temperatures into the teens, but the projection is it's warm enough to give us a significant bump, several degrees above seasonal and comfortable. Lately, we've experienced snow and rain, freezing rain, high humidity with fog. This is a drier air mass, and it'll just be a pleasant next couple of days. Colder, though, Sunday into Monday. Flurries a good possibility Sunday morning. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will go from sub-zero to well above the freezing mark, with showers a week from now and maybe even 12 degrees Celsius. Wherever you are, have a great night. Enjoy your weather. The sunshine awaits for tomorrow.
Thanks, Gary. Well, finally for us tonight, new support for military veterans and their families. The college and HMCS Hunter have signed on to a national consortium aimed at making post-secondary schools more accessible for the military. The agreement focuses on sharing resources, building support networks, and helping those leaving the armed forces move into education and eventually civilian careers. Officials say it's important to recognize the unique challenges military-connected students face and making sure they're not navigating college life alone.
It enables that clear pathway, that articulation, that if somebody has a conflict between their service and their studies, we're committed to working together to make sure that they have success.
That's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks so much for joining Gary and I. We'll be right back here with you tomorrow night.